All right.
Right.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Barris, how things?
Yeah, thank you very much. Michael Aston is one of my art teacher, and we made many courses together. So
Yeah.
we plan another one. Michael is a drawing professor, also working with the plastic surgeons.
Sure. Well, I suppose I've been teaching plastic surgeons for now 25 years. I started when I was an artist in residence at the Royal College of Surgeons in Edinburgh. And the surgeons there asked me to start teaching them drawing. And then, of course, I came back to Australia and started these workshops, which are both drawing and modelling, really to help the surgeons not to draw necessarily, but to make better judgments about what they were doing when they were in surgery. And if you remember way back when I first came to Istanbul, we had a workshop there which was wonderful. And, you were a great sculptor at that early stage, but your drawing you weren't so confident about your drawing.
I was horrible. I was the worst student
No,
in the course. I remember that. I was okay with sculpture, but about drawing,
Yeah.
it was very bad.
But now you feel confident about drawing now.
Yeah, thank you very much. So,
Yeah.
how started? How I find Michael? Let me say, I finished my residency at 2005. I trust my skills, surgical skills, and I have to start the aesthetic surgery. But I have no idea about the beauty and the beautiful cartilage. So yeah, we are operating the ugly noses. But what is the beautiful nose and what is the beautiful cartilage 3D configuration? So I went to the art school in Sparta and I took some drawing lessons and I met with Levent Efe. I think Levent Efe is our common friends. So
Yes,
he's an
yeah.
international drawing artist. Also, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
He said you have to talk to Michael. So I send the email to you because I want to come to the Sydney, but you say I can come to Istanbul. So he came to Istanbul and we made a wonderful course in Memorial Hospital's backyard. So what we are doing now, I want to show something and you tell me. This is a 3D model, 3D print of a ugly nose, what we operate every day. Yeah. And this is a beautiful nose model. So now our point is to make this nose and this one. And how we work. Now I'm going to show my homeworks to you. So it's a 3 days course. Normally, Michael is making this course face to face and giving us a lot of pen, pencil, and we draw. And then, here we go. This is my homework. Eye of the Michael, right?
Yes.
And the ear, and there's a nose. This is a different one. This is not the model which you gave. So the point of this interview, so after the pandemic, so people are not traveling too much, so even we can work online. So what I feel about the education, this is the aesthetic septo rhinoplasty book I wrote, I think, 8 years ago, but still I couldn't reach enough people. And I want to share my experience with especially the young guys. And I really believe all the plastic surgeon residents or young plastic surgeons or also the ENT guys has to take this education at the beginning of their career. Because if you understand drawing, if you understand the form, if you're going to operate the nose, so if you understand the nose form, you do better judgment. And you achieve better result. You increase your bar. So we plan to do again an online art and anatomy course. So you tell me the other details. So what's your point?
Well, okay. So the last time we did it in a 6 six sessions every week for a period of 6 weeks, 2 hours per night, and it was dependent on getting a time that was suitable for all the surgeons from all over the world. And I would do usually a 2-hour session with a little bit of introductory lecture, and then an actual workshop, a practical workshop, where I would demonstrate what I was asking the surgeons to do. And then, of course, I would ask them to do their homework, and they could send the work to me and show me it online, and I would comment, or we could wait until the following week for the question and answer session. And we did that for a period of 6 weeks. And, you know, most of the surgeons seemed to be responsive. I think the main thing was, though, and that is that they had to do the homework. They had to do the practice between 1 week and the next week, because the course, the second week followed from the first week and so on. And if they hadn't put the time in to do the homework, it was a little bit lost. It was really essential that they practice during the week. And I appreciate, you know, that surgeons don't have a lot of free time, but to get the most value from a course like this, they really have to do that homework, as you did.
Yeah, we made a course face-to-face, and it took 3 days. People love it.
Yeah.
But in 3 days, people can see, okay, I have to take education. But with your online education, so we have 2 months or 3 months. I think every month we do 1 or 2 sessions, and you show how to you make a line, straight lines, and the pressure of the line, and then you start form step by step. So if we do, or if the attendees do the homeworks, it's much better educated. Not much better, but it's a good opportunity. If it is possible, people have to go to the Sydney, I think. Do you do courses in Sydney?
Well, I haven't been doing any here for a long time. The main problem now, because I'm retired from my university, so the main problem now is finding an appropriate venue with the facilities to do the courses. So I've been doing them the last ones that, in practical terms, I did one in Russia, I did one in Pakistan, I've done them in China and New Zealand and America and so on, but it's important to find the right place. If you remember the first time we tried to do it, you showed me a small conference room with lovely carpet and everything. It was hopeless. So we found an old warehouse, which was part of the hospital, where they stored all the old desks and the old equipment. And we cleaned that up a little bit, and it was perfect. Because we could make a mess, we could relax, we could do what we wanted to.
It was amazing. I talked to 2 art university in Istanbul. One rejected. Shame on them. The other one is accept, and then they didn't keep their promises. And again, shame on that university too. But you made an amazing job, and thank you very much to the Memorial Hospital. They really be happy to help us. So that organization was amazing. Maybe if you have time to come to Istanbul, we can do again face-to-face. It's up to you, okay? If you can find time.
In September, I'm going to Europe. But on the way back, I can't stop in Istanbul this time because of my time. But I'm stopping in Mumbai. And we're trying, a friend of mine who is a surgeon in Mumbai is going to try and set up a workshop to do this there. So maybe it will happen there. But I'm talking about next year now. So if we can get all the arrangements correct and a place to do it, then next year I'd be happy, delighted to go back to Istanbul. But for the meantime, we can encourage the younger surgeons perhaps to do the online one.
Okay. Even if you send me the flyers about the Mumbai workshop, I really like to announce on my social media. All right. So keep in touch. So let's decide a time. We're gonna do every 2 Sundays, so people will join. And after that, I want to go on with the basic rhinoplasty lectures, because I spent 20 years on the rhinoplasty, and I have a lot of lectures, I have a lot of experience, and I want to share to my young colleagues. And I know we have to start with drawing lessons with you.
Yeah. Can I just say that the workshops that I did before weren't just focused on rhinoplasty. They were more broadly based than that, so that people who were doing face reconstructions or even breast reconstructions and so on, the course was suitable for them, not just rhinoplasty surgeons.
Yeah, I know that. We made whole body, whole head, and ear, and the nose, and the mouth, also the eye. So this course will be more focused on nose, but if you want, we can. I want to look at the relationship of the nose and the whole face. Let's really work on the face too, because it's important. The forehead, nose, chin relationship, and the eye-nose relationships. That's really important.
Yeah. That really is important, because so many people just concentrate on the one item, the nose or the mouth or the eyes or whatever. But I think part of the course is to understand the relationships between the one part to the whole.
Yeah. Look, what is important, I follow many surgeons, Mike, on Instagram. And patient asks for lip lift, and the doctor says, yes, okay. And they do lip lift. At the end, there is no lip. There is the surgeon is suturing the lip to the nose, or there is half centimeter. That's about the form knowledge, okay? If you don't know the form, you can't change the face proportions. That's so important.
And I think the other thing is, so often with reconstruction work or rhinoplasty, whatever, is usually the patient is draped. So you can't even see the whole face, which is, I think, a big mistake, because then you just concentrate on the one thing. I remember very, very vividly, I was doing a talk in St. Petersburg, and a surgeon was doing a breast reconstruction. And he kept just focusing on the breast the whole time. And I said to the person next to me, the surgeon next to me, I don't think the problem is there. The problem is up there where he's not looking. And, it's important to take the whole picture into consideration.
Yeah, perfect.
So that's I love the sort of emphasis we'll play. But I also would like to say, my purpose is not to say that this nose is beautiful and this nose is ugly. It's finding the right judgment to make the nose that fits the face and so on.
Yeah, cool. I always like to chat with you, Michael. Thank you very much. So when we can start?
We can start anytime you want. As you know, my technical expertise about Zoom is not that great. My daughter was helping me before, and your technical, who was it that was helping you that end? Before?
ISO,
yes. So between us, we might be able to do it, but my daughter is also going away overseas. So I'm just worried about the technical thing, but I'll get somebody in to help me if my daughter is away. So I can start really whenever you want, except I am leaving here on the 8th of September, and I'll be away for about 3 weeks, and from the 8th of September.
We don't need to do it every Sunday. So we can give a break for three weeks, 1 month, no problem. So people work more.
Okay.
So my plan is at least 8-9 months to work with the surgeon. So it will start with you, but I can go on, or I can start basic rhinoplasty knowledge, the technical incision stuff, and then you can come back from Europe to Sydney, so we can go on.
Well, Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting. We could interplay them. So
Yeah.
I can do something, and then you can do something about the anatomy, and then I can do something again, and then you can do it. So I'm ready. I'll be ready to start whenever you're ready. Whenever there's enough people who want to do it.
Okay, I will start announcements, and then if we collect 50, 60 people, we start. And let's see how many people will want to join this amazing course with you.
Yeah, all right, Barris. I'll wait in anticipation for the course to start.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael.
See you soon.
See you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Barris.
See you soon. Bye-bye.